Microsoft is writing a very large check to one of the world's most important tech markets, and at the same time, quietly reshaping its role in the global AI race. The company says it will spend $10 billion in Japan through 2029 in order to expand AI infrastructure and strengthen cybersecurity, working closely with local internet giants SoftBank and Sakura Internet. Around the same time, it unveiled major new investments in Singapore and Thailand and promises its own next generation AI models by 2027 to compete directly with OpenAI and Anthropic. When a cloud provider becomes architecture of a company's digital future. As you listen, keep this in the back of your mind. When a company like Microsoft commits billions to AI and security in one country, is it just selling more cloud capacity or is it becoming kind of co-architect of that country's digital future? Let's start with what Microsoft actually announced. Between now and 2029, Microsoft plans to invest around $10 billion in Japan. Two main priorities. Firstly, building out AI ready cloud infrastructure data centers, specialized hardware, GPUs, and AI accelerators, and the network to connect it all. Fortifying cybersecurity in partnerships with Japanese government agencies and private sector players. The company says it will collaborate with SoftBank and Sakura Internet, two major Japanese infrastructure and connectivity providers, to deploy this capacity and bring AI services closer to Japanese customers. This likely means a mix of new data center regions, expansions of existing facilities, and joint efforts around connectivity and edge computing. And this isn't happening in isolation. Days earlier, Microsoft also announced big AI and cloud investments in Singapore and Thailand, part of a broader push to deepen its footprint across Asia and compete more aggressively with rivals like Amazon and Google. Is this about selling servers or buying influence? Which leads us to our second question. When a US tech giant pulls its roll, rolls out a multi-country investment wave like this, how much about it is selling capacity? And how much about it is cementing long-term influence with governments and regulators? Why Japan and why now? A few reasons stand out. Strategic market. Japan is considered one of the world's largest economies. Big base of enterprise, customers, manufacturers, and financial institutions. Exactly the kinds of clients that are now looking for AI tools, secure cloud infrastructure, and data locality guarantees. Security concerns. With rising regional tensions and growing cyber threats, Japan has been ramping up its focus on cybersecurity and data resilience. Aligning with the agenda is a smart way for Microsoft to position itself as a trusted partner. AI adoption gap. Many Japanese companies are still early in their AI adoption journeys compared with counterparts in the US and China. A large visible investment can help accelerate pilot projects, training, and local ecosystems. From Microsoft perspective, making a long-term, multi-billion-dollar commitment sends a signal: we're not just here to sell subscriptions, we're here to help build the foundation for your next decade of digital growth. Can global AI really be local? That brings us to our third big question. As AI tools now become more and more powerful, now are they becoming more global or more local based on infrastructure? The 2027 AI Model Pledge. Along with the regional investments, Microsoft started talking more openly about its next generation AI models. By 2027, the company says it plans to introduce new AI systems designed to compete directly with more advanced models from OpenAI and Anthropic. That's notable because for the past few years, Microsoft has been best known as OpenAI's key partner, cloud provider, and investor behind models like GPT-4 and beyond. Committing its own competitor models signals a few things. Number one, redundancy and independence. Microsoft doesn't want to rely on a single partner for its core AI capabilities, even if that partner is OpenAI. Number two, differentiation. Having an in-house model lets Microsoft tailor performance, safety policies, and integration for its own products, from Copilot in Office to Dynamics, Windows, and security tools. And three, leverage. In negotiations with AI labs and regulators, being both a platform and model maker gives Microsoft more options and bargaining power. For customers in places like Japan, Singapore, and Thailand, that means the infrastructure being built now to host not just today's models, but a whole family of future systems, increasingly coming from the inside of Japan's own labs. What this means for businesses and governments. If you're sitting in Tokyo, Osaka, Singapore, or Bangkok right now, what does this mean for you? For businesses, access to more local, low latency AI infrastructure reduces worries about data sovereignty, latency, and regulatory compliance. For deeper partnerships between Microsoft and local providers increase the chance of industry specific solutions for manufacturing, finance, retail, healthcare that reflect local needs. A clear roadmap for AI models gives some confidence that the tools you invest in now will keep improving on the same platforms. For governments, these investments can be framed as both economic developments and national security. They can also create new dependencies on Microsoft Cloud, its security stack, and its evolving AI models. And for Microsoft, success in these markets helps cement its role as a global AI infrastructure provider, not just a software vendor. It also spreads its geopolitical risk across the globe. So it's not just concentrated in countries where it really matters. Now, let's circle back to three questions we've been threading through the story. Number one, when a cloud provider becomes an architect of the company's digital future, what changes? With $10 billion earmarked for Japan and big commitments in Southeast Asia, Microsoft isn't just selling capacity, it's helping shape where and how critical data lives, AI gets used, and how secure the digital backbone really is. Is this about selling servers or buying influence? It's both. These investments should generate revenue, but they deepen Microsoft relationships with governments, regulators, and national champions. Giving it a larger voice is in how AI and cybersecurity policy evolve. And three, can global AI really be local? It's a long term test. If Microsoft and its partner can deliver AI that truly feels like it's culturally, linguistically, and legally attuned to each country, while competing with OpenAI and Anthropic at the cutting edge, then global and or local won't be opposites. They'll be different layers of the same exact system. I'm your host, Shank, and this is Business Insights Daily. So, as you see headlines about AI investments and new data centers popping up in Japan, Singapore, Thailand, and beyond, it might be worth asking, are these just buildings full of servers? Or are they the early scaffolding of a world where the most important infrastructure isn't roads or roadways, but invisible systems that decide where our software can understand, secure, and create? Stay informed, stay ahead, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for listening. And as always, stay informed, stay ahead.